The Ondo State Ministry of Culture and Tourism has unveiled the Ololu sculpture to promote the weaving and dry cleaning of traditional ashoke. Unveiling the sculpture, the State Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, Yemi Olowolabi, called on private investors to invest in tourist centers in the state so as to make them attractive to visitors. Ayodeji Muradiyo reports.
It is the unveiling of the Ololu sculpture by the Ondo State Ministry of Culture and Tourism. It is to celebrate the profession of Aso-Oke, weaving and its contribution to the promotion of culture. The State Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, Yemi Olowolabi, said the sculpture is not only to promote the ministry, but to preserve the cultural heritage of the Yoruba people.
It's not just for the promotion of the image of the ministry, but ultimately the preservation of our cultural heritage. And I've said in many forums, many of our youth, when you say, oh, look, they don't even know what it's so called. When they see people wear ashoke, they don't know how it is. They just think it's something you can just put in your modern day washing machine and you press power and it goes on. So this is an amazing reminder, the celebration of our culture.
Called on private investors to invest in tourist centers in the state. According to him, the state government is ready to make tourist centers in the state more viable towards generating funds for government.
All we have been doing is to ensure, to create an enabling environment to encourage private investors to come and invest in our tourist sites. We have huge tourism potentials, but the truth is that government cannot afford. The fund is not just there.
The shortage of sculptors in the society is giving the maker of this sculpture serious concern.
Government has been making a pronouncement and, should I say, an effort on the issue of entrepreneurship. This has been the trend of the day by the activities of the government. But what about the responsiveness of our society, our people? Everybody wants to come up and earn money just at ease, without going through some practical tendencies.
The techniques used in creating the sculpture is known as direct plastering, using mortar, which means mixing of cement and sand as the medium of expression. Ayodeji Muradiyo, TVC News, Akure.
The Osun State government says moves to support vulnerable persons, including persons with disabilities, will be given necessary support by the present administration, which is led by Governor Boyega Oyetola. The State Commissioner for Women and Children Affairs stated this during the distribution of free vocational equipment worth millions of naira to 400 indigent residents in the state. Correspondent Rafiu Hamid reports.
In Africa, and most importantly, Nigeria, the number of people living below poverty line has increased in the last couple of months due to the outbreak of coronavirus pandemic. The pandemic has also forced millions of people to go into vocational training for survival. This is an emergency response intervention project aimed at helping those in this category. Over 400 beneficiaries, including 100 physically challenged, were presented different working tools and cash gifts to start up their businesses in Osun State.
Well, the motive behind this is to help people that are less privileged, to help them alleviate poverty, is to create wealth and create jobs for people. We believe that if you're able to give the little you have to support people, then they'll be able to use it to also grow wealth also and then improve on themselves. So that's the major motive behind this. Yeah.
150 that have undergone our training but could not afford to acquire the equipment in order to further their trade. So we are giving our equipment, vocational equipment to like 150. We are also giving our business grants to petty traders to complement their business.
The State Commissioner for Women and Children Affairs, who was represented at the event, solicits support of more non-governmental organizations and wealthy individuals in the fight against poverty and hunger.
Really appreciate the efforts of the Sustainable Development School for helping the less privileged one, for uplifting the lives of downtrodden people in the society. So she asked me to appreciate them and that they should do more to make life more better for the downtrodden people in the society, especially women.
This is what we are agitating for, because the people, philanthropists in society, organizations, foundations, that they are in support, they are to support the government.
Beneficiaries were advised to make judicious use of the equipment.
It is expected that intervention like this will go a long way in minimizing the impact of the coronavirus pandemic on the livelihoods of the people, not only in Osun State, but across the country. Rafiq Hamid, CVC News, Osun.